Hello, welcome back to Marineford TCG. We are here live in Japan with OP15 English edition. Drink of the day is peach iced tea, and apologies for the slightly worse than usual camera quality. Like I say, we are in Japan. The homie Joe very generously brought one of my boxes from our LGS out to Japan. He was joining us a little bit later on our holiday. So OP15, there's so many good cards in this set. Borsalino, right? What about that Borsalino card? Obviously, Manga Kobe, the first manga that I'll be potentially interested in buying. But there's all sorts of other Navy cards in this set. You've got Smokashigi, you've got the Alt Borsalino, there's the Alt Kobe, there's a Doll, Genbo, Koala, Ryuma, Sea Cat, Raham, Kobe, Bonnie Leader, that's a leader that's in this set. So, Sanji, and an event. Nothing too crazy in that one. But yeah, there's also Navy characters in a number of the non-Navy alt arts. The big secret Luffy, the 10-drop, has Borsalino's face in the foreground getting attacked. And the Sanji, the alt art of the Sanji, this card's crazy for pre-release. Hope your pre-releases went well. I obviously wasn't able to attend, but this card is utterly bonkers. Big Holly, what a joke. Hyrodin, Nola, Pearl, and a Lightning Dragon. This card's also a joke. Freeze a thing and draw a card for Nodon. Enel with those events, man. Goes kind of crazy. But yeah, the Sanji also has Navy characters in it. Borsalino, and then the Bonnie Searcher alt art also has a bunch of like marine grunts in the background. There's Smokashigi. We need a couple of those for Kobe. And a Wiper as the first SR. Not too bad. This card's obviously good in Calgara, good in Yellow NL, good in Sky Luffy. Wouldn't be surprised to see this in other decks in the future that experiment with the Sky Island builds. Some people were talking about Robin with Sky Island, and also potentially even Nami with Sky Island. I'm not sure those builds are better than the traditional ones, but certainly something else to try. Absalom, Yorkie, Finger Pistol, the Risky Brothers. Who the hell are these? Sanji, Sai, I'll Whip You Into Shape, Alvida, and a Don. So Luffy Don. Maybe it'll be worth a little bit more than the Roger Don. Not that one's gold, but yeah, how do you feel about the gold Dons in these sets? I was initially quite excited, and I think they are a good addition, but I don't know, they're not as exciting as when you get the gold Dons from the PRBs, right? Because they're all the same. Even EBO3 had 4 different ones, so that was pretty cool. Ganfal, and a Brook on the end, Brook SR. I've seen people playing this in RG Luffy as well. I think one did well in a Chinoise Cup recently. That was playing a couple copies of that Brook. Get an extra swing in. It's a decent body on curve. Can rest one of your opponent's guys down. Rest one of their Dons. Rest one thing and then combine it with Electrical Luna. That's a classic. Pincers, Hot Toddy, Kabaji, Frankie, Captain Seaman, Calgara, 7-cost Luffy. Oh, and a 7-cost Sabo. That's got to be one of the better SRs to get. Obviously a 4 in Lucy. Not sure whether or not you'd play this in Rebecca. I think most lists I've seen are not playing this card, but it's still good. So even if you don't have like a crazy event to activate, but when you can use this to activate that Fire Fist event, which I don't think we've pulled yet, that combo is insane, man. Sabo, or Lucy, excuse me, just chaining that 4 times in a row can be pretty tricky to overcome. That debuff persisting, man, is certainly a decision. Octoballoon, this is one of the best arts, honestly. I love this one. Little Luffy hanging upside down. This is fire. The Victims Club, Amazon, Zeph, Kuma, Finger Pistol, Zoro, another leader pack, Krieg. We didn't get a hit in our first leader pack. I assume leader packs aren't dead in this set. We did get Pearl, Arlong, Krieg, and the event as the last 4 cards in that pack. That is a Krieg pack, if ever I saw one. So what are you hoping for from this set? Obviously, there's a lot that I've said that I am, but I think there's going to be a lot of pretty hot ticket items in this one. The Luffy leader, probably going to be fairly expensive. Not that version, but the shiny one. But yeah, the Luffy leader, there's a Bonnie Searcher and a Zoro SR. A pretty good SR so far. But I think most of the ones in the set are pretty good. Fall on Heel. It's nuts, man. It's card I've seen this in just pretty much every yellow deck. Yeah, Sky Luffy, Enel, Calgara. Even Nami, I've seen playing this. Black Yellow Moria, it's nice in that. There's a ton of everything to pretty much use that card. It's just, I think it's probably an upgrade on Kikunojo in most circumstances. But yeah, it's the cheapest heal well, cheapest reliable heal we've had, right? Sentomaru, Dr. Hogback, there's the card that buffs Moria insanely well. I always wanted that deck to have something that you could summon with the stage to sort of generate you value by just having an on-KO that draws a card. And we didn't get it in OP14, but we did get it now in OP15, so very excited to give that a go. Bartolomeo and Kiros. A lot of Dressrosa cards in this set. Same amount of Dressrosa leaders as Sky Island leaders, which is kind of wild. Genbo, Kuma, Higuma Balls, Impact Dial, Vegapunk, Bobby Funk, Alpha, Shura, Yo, Secret Enel adds, I think, the best of the three secrets. The art's insane as well. Of course, it's a Gawa. Yeah, this card's nuts, man. Search for whatever you like. And it's just a 6/10. What a meme. Excellent card there. I do think that is the best of the secrets. The 5-cost Luffy is pretty good, but I've not seen as many people playing with the big 10-cost Luffy. Obviously, I've seen it in Bonnie a lot, but nothing else too much. So sometimes in Nami, I've seen a couple of that as an alternative to Whitebeard. Rebecca leader, Frankie, go ahead and use them, and a Kaku. That's got to be one of the worst ults to get in the set, is the Kaku. Like, nobody's even playing that other than Lucci. And it's Kaku. Who cares? Moji, Horny James, Dressrosa Kingdom. That stage is nuts, by the way, Dressrosa Kingdom. Giving you free 2Ks every turn. Yo, we got the gold Don. Ring that golden bell. Ring that golden Don. That looks pretty sick. We were talking about this earlier. We have the regular one here. It does work really well with the gold background here, like behind the Luffy, to be fair. I think I'd definitely prefer that to I'd like to meet this fellow. And I think that means, from what I've seen online, I think that means it's a 4-hit box, including the Don as one of the hits, but that's just what I've seen. We'll see what we can get here. We can get pudding. Before this card got banned. Ginny, Doll, Fuza, Risky Reels. I find it embarrassing as a human being. Django, Unchained. Lightning Beast Chitin, Kuro, and a Swallow Bond on Avant. New 0 cost. I wonder if they're going to do more of these. Because they just reprinted all the old ones, right? Like, what was the black one? It's the Cypher Pearl one. I can't remember. Six Kings Gun? Something like that. But they've reprinted all of them, and then they printed Divine Departure, and now Swallow Bond on Avant, which I think are just better than the original ones. So it's kind of weird. I think the yellow one is the only one with a trigger that's like crazy enough to warrant playing it over potentially one with multiple effects. This Sanji, I think, is going to have a lot of potential as well. Just any character getting unblockable and being a blocker, that seems kind of crazy. That event, not so much. We don't talk about that one. Yeah, apologies for the slightly whack setup. We deal with what we've got. But I think this is decent enough. You can see the cards. That's the main thing. Lucia Kingdom. I love the lore implications on this one. Spoilers, I guess. But there's a 7-cost stage, right? So it gets killed by never existed. And that's what happened in the lore. Pretty epic. Terrible card. Absolutely terrible card. But I do love that they printed it. Very funny. Gin SR. Not one of the best ones, but if you do want to build Krieg, you are going to need 4 of these. This is one of the most important cards to see on curve for your Krieg deck. Playing that into like an Alvida or a Morgan it is a strong play. It's just that deck has no sort of draw card advantage, card cheat, anything. It's all in the leader effect. And if your leader effect is not enough to get you there, then you ain't getting there. Helvepo, we do need 4 of those though for Kobe. That's an excellent 2K, able to give itself sort of character rush with Kobe's leader effect, and then just swap out for a Hibari. And then the Hibari will also have character rush and the ability to attack actives from her on play. An insane combo for a 3-drop 2K. Lucy leader, Nami, and hello. Haven't seen too many of the priests actually, which I'm not building a Nell. I will say, I think there's someone who's at my locals building a Nell that I can swap that secret with, do a trade. But yeah, I'm not planning to. It seems like a pretty fun deck, having played it a little bit, but I don't know. I didn't gel with it, but I do gel with this Sanji. Look, that's what we were talking about. Got the Borsalino. Look at him pogging in the top right. That's a beautiful looking card as well. The texturing's crazy, man. Texturing's crazy. I love the alt arts, man. Like, secrets are good, but I love the alt arts. And this is a navy alt art, sort of. Hey, this box is kind of fire. We've got the gold Dom, we've got a secret Enel, but one of the navy alts I needed. And I do believe we have one more hit if you get the gold Dom. That's what I've heard, but honestly, if that was all we got, I'm happy with that. Laboon, Perona, Robin, and a Nami SR. This is another very good SR. Obviously in Brook you play this, but you also play this in Black Luffy and also BY Luffy. I think that's about it. But really good card. And I saw a post from someone on X, I can't remember who it was. They managed to get this combo on curve in pre-release. Black Nami into yellow Robin into the 5-cost secret Luffy, which I can't show you. But that's absolutely disgusting, man. You develop an 8-6, a 7-7 with Rush, and a 5-7 with Rush. And you draw a card on your 8-don turn. Bonkers. More Higma Balls. Kuma. Braham. Just watch me ace. Watch me nay-nay. Laboon. A Rouge. Got a Chopper and a Viola on the end. Didn't realise this was a rare. I mean, it's a good card. I just didn't realise it was a rare. That sort of screamed uncommon to me, but guess I'm wrong. I've got a Koala, Goro, Emoji, Ryuma, Pacifista, Horny James again. But yeah, there's so many interesting decks. Oh, this card's cracked as well. Just heal back from 0 to 1 for 1 Don. What a meme. There's so many cool decks in this format. It seems, obviously I think yellow is going to be a little centralizing with the Borsalino Cancer combo. But it seems like there's just going to be so many different decks in so many different colors that are at least viable, which is so good, man. OP15 and EBO3 are both great formats as well. And as we move into post-rotation with no Pudding, no Red Rock, it's just so nice that we're out of OP13, man. Format was terrible. Yo, Mama Ragan SR? This is just the base SR. This goes crazy for an SR. Insane looking card. No texturing, right? Yeah, no texturing. It is an SR after all. But I hope we get more event SRs, because this is really awesome. And I'm guessing the reason they did it is they didn't want to give one of the priests an SR for an L. Because like they're the grunts. I don't know. But yeah, kind of cool nonetheless. Mihawk, Spoil, Bobby Funk, Gum Gum Hawk. But yeah, there's so many different decks. Kobe is one that I want to play. Oh, we did get a Krieg. That is a full hitbox then, right? Yeah, we got the Sanji, we got the Enel, we got the Don, and we got a Krieg ult. Certainly not one of the better ones, but not the worst either. I think this card is very, very good for Krieg. This is a great boss monster. Lets you clear board really nicely. Big rush guy, obviously. Hard for your opponent to take out just because they are affected by that debuff. But yeah, he looks kind of goofy. He does look kind of goofy. Cool card though. And yeah, 4 hits with the gold Don, which is kind of nuts. I feel like there were 3 hitboxes in the past. I feel like there were 3, but Maybe I'm wrong on that. Let me know in the comments. Dr. Hogback, Risky Reels, Raki, Sanji, Calgara, L4, Satori, and a Lightning Dragon to finish it off. That is the final pack. So we'll go over the SRs, I suppose, and all the hits. God, reach over the phone. So in terms of SRs, we got Wiper, we got Zoro. You can sort of see them there. Oh, that's focused well, actually. I tell a lie. And got Sabo, got Brook, Marmaragan, Nami, and Gin. So you do get 7. And then for hits, we got the gold Luffy dot. Ring that golden bell. 6 cost an L secret, which, yeah, I do think is the best one. It's also the best looking one by a mile. I think this looks better than the alt, personally. I'm a big alt art enjoyer, but I think this looks significantly better than the alt. And the alts of the 2 NLs actually look kind of similar. It's like when people have them in play, I obviously new to the set, so it is what it is, but I'm a bit confused on which one's which. They're both kind of blue, just bluey purple, right? Whereas this really stands out. So I do like this. Got a Krieg, which I'm not terribly excited for. And the Sanji, which is not a great card, but we did need it because look at that fella up there. Good face. Anyway, those were the hits. Thank you for watching. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.